On the debut episode of Top Rope Talk, Cutthroat, what are we talking about?
Triple H is a liar.
Oh my god.
Fandango's girlfriend gets stolen by Y2J.
Who?
Y2J.
Oh.
Daniel Bryan wants to hug The Undertaker. Ryback's cross-eyed.
Oh.
And who would you cheer against John Cena?
The Rock. Welcome, WWE family, to the debut episode of Double Axe Handle's Top Rope Talk. We are Double Axe Handle. We're a music band. My name is King Kong Chris.
Danny Cutthroat Falzo.
And we're basically just going to be talking about the highlights from Raw, talking about other awesome things that happen in the wrestling world and stuff. Before we get going though, we're just two fans that love WWE wrestling. We're a rock band that made a wrestling concept album that is on iTunes, and if you want a hard copy, you can just contact us on Twitter, direct message us on Twitter. It's pretty awesome. It tells a story of this up-and-coming wrestler trying to make, trying to make his own in the WWE world. And you should definitely just take a listen to it, rate it, all that good stuff on iTunes. But enough of that. Let's talk about Raw from the 22nd of April. That was in London.
London.
You sound like you're from London. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. So we're talking about the highlights. Not everything that happened on Raw. If you want to know about something that happened on Raw that we don't talk about, just hit us up on Twitter and we'll talk to you about it.
Or elaborate.
Or elaborate. Or tell you what we hated about it.
Or give you jokes about it.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah, first thing happened, Paul Heyman comes out, and he reminds us what happened last week with Brock Lesnar and 3MB.
What happened last week? He beat up 3MB. That's all you need to know.
That's what happened. He beats Brock Lesnar, just destroys 3MB. That's what happened last week. So Paul Heyman tells us that our man, Mr. H's,
Trips.
he's not on Raw.
How dare he?
Can you believe that crap?
I thought he ran Raw.
That's unbelievable. He said via email, he goes, Paul, I'll let you know my answer to the match that Brock wants at Extreme Rules next week. So the crowd's like, boo. Boo. He talks some more crap, some more baloney.
Malarkey. Milwaukee.
And guess whose music starts playing? Bum, bum. That sound just like it? You sound just like the crowd.
Yeah, we're filmed in front of a live studio audience.
guys, calm down, guys, please, jeez.
Trying to work here. Unbelievable.
The Game comes out, and he's like, what? Oh my god, Paul Heyman's all like, oh. He's just like flabbergasted that he's there. He comes to the ring, he does his whole thing in the corner, like, showing his muscles.
For like 20 minutes.
And Paul Heyman's all like, oh, Triple H, I had no idea. And then the Game's all like, I lied.
Like you.
And he says, tell Brock Lesnar, my answer is yes. Pedigree.
Paul Heyman did not move. It was great.
You know how hard it was for me to spell pedigree when I was typing it for notes?
It should have auto-corrected.
It did, but I felt it was wrong still, so I backspaced.
Every time.
And for a good 2 minutes, I was trying to figure out how to spell pedigree.
It's like pedicure, but with green.
With green. So yeah, and that's what happened. So basically at Extreme Rules, we're having Brock Lesnar versus Triple H for the 4th time?
3.
They're fighting again.
Correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, show us some outcomes back then. Again, at Extreme Rules in a cage match. Old-fashioned cage match. Which I'm sure will be bloody. Well, not the bloody way we want it. Well, some people want it. But I'm sure some blood will be spilled somehow.
Yeah.
It can be disgusting.
It will be.
So, Triple H won at WrestleMania last time. Think Brock Lesnar going to get the win this time?
I don't know. It's the rubber match, as they call it. If it is indeed the third match, it is the rubber match. Tripp's got to win.
I feel like, yeah.
Tripp's going to win. Tripp's going to pull through.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, once again, it's the same thing at WrestleMania. When I saw them fighting, I don't really care who wins. I just want to see a really violent match. And I guess I wanted that again in Extreme Rules.
You're a terrible person.
I'm sorry, that's just what I want. Listen, Brock Lesnar hardly fights throughout the year. He got to make his due.
He fights more than The Rock, though.
That is, well, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, and that's how Raw opened up. Fast forward, some other things happened. But here's the next side that happened on Raw.
The next thing was Ziggler hanging out with his little girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Backstage, AJ. You know, make-out sesh. I don't know if it was... Sure.
Like that.
Whatever.
It was like that.
Uh-huh. So, Team Ricky comes out, and they're all like, "Oh, we got some bad news for you."
Ziggler.
Well, yeah. So Vicky's like, "No, this is great news. If you lose your match to Jericho, it's gonna go from a
triple threat
to a fatal 4-way
with Y2J now included.
Yeah.
If he loses,
obviously Ziggler doesn't want to lose.
No, of course not.
Fast forward, they come to the match against Y2J.
Before we move on, I tweeted that Ziggler has to lose now. Because how are you going to bring that idea up? How are you going to tease me? It's going to be a fatal 4-way, and then like the odds of it not happening.
Well, 50-50 shot of it not happening. Actually,
listen. I like fatal 4-ways.
They're great.
Triple threats are cool too.
I like Jericho.
I love Jericho.
I like Ziggler.
So now I'm like, oh, this match is gonna be crazy.
Which it was. The crowd was in and out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the crowd was just trying to have a good time. I just felt like when they started doing the wave, I was like, guys, you're doing the wave during a Y2J match.
The first time, he will be a first time ballot Hall of Famer.
That's correct.
Either way, a great match.
Oh yeah.
So right when Jericho's trying to put the walls of Jericho on him, gets to the ropes, everyone starts fandangoing.
Crowd's losing their minds.
Jericho's brain starts fandangoing, doesn't know what to do. He's like, I want to point my fingers up, but I can't because I'm in the walls of Jericho.
Showing his muscles.
So instead, he gets out and then...
he's now distracted.
Yeah.
Ziggler's able to do the zigzag.
Ziggler, zigzag, 1, 2, 3. Remains a triple threat.
And it stays a triple
threat. The thoughts of Fatal 4-Way
diminished.
Out the window. Gone before it could happen.
How can you do that? See, that's what I was a little angry. I was like, don't do this to me. But I guess they just wanted
They did it to you.
They wanted that to happen.
They got you.
They got me, yes.
You bought it.
Later on the night, Fandango has a match with the phenomenal William Regal.
Yes.
Which is apparently the only time we're going to be able to see William Regal in WWE TV is when they're in the UK.
Once a year.
That's his Undertaker. That's his Undertaker moment. He only comes during WrestleMania.
He still loses.
He's
the exact opposite.
So Fandango fights William Regal. William Regal loses to Fandango. Crowd they're fandangoing out their ass. They're just losing their minds. Fandango's going back. He's all being like, "Ooh, I'm the winner." Y2J comes back, gets his revenge, beats the snot out of him, dances with his girl. How disrespectful.
Fandango's with his girl.
Fandango's with his girl. Oh my God, did you hear that? He fandangled her?
Well, you said gold. That's a totally different subject.
I felt like Alright, sorry. Let's get back on track here. Yeah, so he does that. And so I guess that's just leading into another, continuing the feud. I mean, what was it, 2 weeks ago when...
Maybe they'll have a dance-off at Extreme Rules.
I'm tired of dance-offs. I don't want that.
Maybe they'll dance on, like, broken glass or something. Extreme. Gotta be extreme. Whatever it is.
Extreme. Welcome to Extreme Rules, and tonight we have a dance-off.
You gotta dance over a ice pool of sharks.
Then you gotta fall, and you're gonna get eaten by sharks.
Exactly.
Winner
Loser
moves on to SummerSlam.
Gangster.
And the loser is...
The loser dies.
Is buried. Buried. I can't say the word.
He's buried.
Buried. And that was the end of that highlight, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
The next highlight of the night...
Which was probably our favorite.
Probably the best highlight of the night. Last week they announced that Team Hell No will be teaming up with The Undertaker to fight The Shield. Already... losing my mind because The Undertaker... Whoa, Undertaker? Is it WrestleMania?
It's 2 matches in 2 weeks.
Which I'm okay with. I'm not angry at him.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm like, whoa, don't spoil me now, WWE.
I'm getting spoiled.
And Team Hell No goes with a great scene. Dan Bryan is worried that they don't have enough enough plans to take down the Shield. Like, the Shield is undefeated. We're not gonna do it. We need the Undertaker. Where is he? Kane's all like, listen, man, when he's here, you'll know. He's like, no, that's not good enough. I have plans. Here's my plan. I want to start. And the Kane's like, calm down, calm down, calm down. And then Kane's basically saying, listen, just when the Undertaker's here, don't show him your plans, and God forbid, don't try to hug him. Which is, now, the entire time I'm laughing. You guys really need to find this scene. It's so funny. At the end of the scene, they get beat up. Something hits them. You see like a chair fly, and they're like, oh, no, no. Camera's all shaky. Then you see the feet of Boots, black Boots, basically saying that the Shield beat him up there, right there. They're like, oh, well, this funny moment just turned into a sad moment. Oh no, Team Somber. Undertaker's coming out to the ring. Boom. He does this crazy thing. Not with this hat though. He has his hood, and he's all like, well, not with this thing. And he's all like,
there's really none of this. That's the best you can do.
It hurts. You try.
No.
You look cool.
I feel stupid.
You can take it off if you want.
Thank you.
And then, so he doesn't do any of that. But the Undertaker comes out, the Shield comes out, and now Undertaker's all by himself, and the Shield surrounds the ring, and the Undertaker's all like,
I'm the Undertaker.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. I'm the best.
Oh wait, what's my record?
The Shield gets in now. It's 3-on-1. It's just chaos. They're fighting, punching, all this crazy stuff. Finally, Team Hell No finally shows up. Where the hell you been, guys? I know you just got beat up. And the match finally starts.
About 20 minutes ago.
The match finally starts, yeah.
So slobber knocker.
This match is amazing. Yeah, it's really good. Everyone has their time to shine. The Shield has their time to shine. Daniel Bryan has their time. Kane has his time. The Undertaker is amazing. The crowd starts chanting, "You still got it." And I'm like, well, it's the Undertaker. He never freaking lost it.
As if he lost it 2 weeks ago. Or however many weeks ago.
So you guys need to go find this. Go find it. WWE.com, whatever. The Shield wins.
Yes. Remaining undefeated.
Reign undefeated, and then it's over. It goes to commercial break and he moves on to the next one. And it's almost like, alright, well, are we getting Undertaker again next week? Or is that it? Undertaker's like, he's so pissed off that he lost that he's like, I'm going home.
It's going home.
See you next year.
Going to my casket.
Going to bed.
Going back to Death Valley.
So we don't know. I mean, it's all very exciting stuff. Do you think he'll be back next week?
I would like to see him. I feel like they would have promoted it.
I guess.
But I don't know.
Maybe Team Hell No will like explain it like after the match. Undertaker was so pissed that he left. I don't know. Whatever. Point is, I need me some more Undertaker.
I love the Undertaker.
I love you. He needs to. I would like. They teased me with this.
Yeah, I don't know where to go with this. I would like to see him.
It's all exciting.
I don't want to get ahead of myself because then I'll be disappointed.
No, right now we're calling it. He's not going to be there next week. We just called it right now.
Good. Now I could be sad all week until next week when he doesn't show up and then be really sad.
And then all the way to next year, WrestleMania 30, that's when he shows up.
I'll be sad for a year.
Depression. Sense.
Unbelievable.
And that was the end of that highlight.
So basically it brings us to the next thing. Throughout the night, Josh Matthews was talking to Mick Foley, saying like, you know, how you feel about things. Talking about the Ryback.
Yeah.
And Mick Foley was calling him out, saying that Ryback's looking for excuses. Gee, I guess he is.
It's true. He was.
So he was. So then he has a little talky talk with Mick Foley.
That's it. Josh Matthews.
No, yeah, Josh Matthews has another talk with Ryback.
With Ryback, and he says, "How do you feel? Well, can you explain your actions from last week?"
And then he does some weird promo where he's looking off like this,
He
and
said,
saying some weird things.
Like if I was Josh and you're Ryback, and I was like this, you're looking where?
Yeah, I'm looking over there. Well, I guess he's looking over here. Because the camera was over here.
Like, hey man, look at me.
It was stupid.
You're not looking at me, look at
It was just dumb. I don't really remember what he said because I was too distracted.
I just don't listen.
I can't pay attention. So anyway, fast forward.
He said something along the lines of like, oh, if he has something to say, he can say it to my face. That's exactly along the line.
Oh, that's right. He wants a face-to-facer.
Fast forward.
So then fast forward again. John Cena's talking to Mick Foley, and he's like, look, Mick.
You don't gotta do this.
You don't do this. It's not about pride. It's not about you being a Hall of Famer. Just don't do it. And Mick's like, I'm not prideful. This is me. So he's going out there. Then John Cena's like, look. Take this chair with you. So he takes
Just
the chair.
in case.
So they have a little face-to-face. Mick Foley, Ryback,
in the ring.
talking. Mick Foley's like getting all in his face, getting a little loud, which rightfully so. Hall of Famer.
Mick Foley, he's bringing the emotion, man.
He's doing it. He's doing it right.
He's saying things like, you saying that you were left alone in the ring so many times. You know how many times I was left alone in the ring? I can't even tell you. I haven't even counted. But guess what? I did the best I could.
Exactly. I don't use statistics. Yeah. I just go out there.
And it was really tough and stuff. I mean, Mick did this last time, CM Punk. And it's just like, oh my God,
great.
Mick, you're freaking pulling the strings in my heart right now.
He's doing it.
And
then, right when you're like, oh, Mick, you're awesome.
Yep.
Ryback tells him to shut up.
It's like, no, he literally goes, shut up! Shut up!
And he yells like 12 times. Like he forgot his lines. And then when he really forgot them, he smacked his head.
He smacked his head literally to remind himself. Like, oh my God, what was my line?
Literally, I don't. Once again, I really get what he said.
And that's the sad part too. Like Mick Foley,
I don't know what he said.
Mick Foley's doing his this amazing promo right now to Mick Foley to Ryback, and it was like, oh my God, Mick Foley's so cool. Like he can literally do everything. And then Ryback starts talking, you're like, oh, dude.
This is the worst promo now.
You can't do anything.
From best to worst.
Mick Foley, Ryback basically started to say, what are you going to do with that chair? Yeah, like that chair's going to help you. And then Mick Foley's like, well, let's see. And then it looks like Mick Foley's about to hit him, and they're getting each other's faces. Ryback's like, come on. And they're like, and the crowd's losing their minds.
And then Cena comes out.
Cena, music hits, and he comes out. He literally rushes.
Saves the day.
Literally.
He stops it. And I guess they're doing a little stare off.
Yeah, Mick Foley leaves the ring, and Ryback and Cena just...
Then Cena's like, come on, do it. I got 2 weapons. I think he actually said that.
Yeah, he goes,
I got
2 weapons.
So then they're doing a little stare down, trying to do some fisticuffs. Then the Shield music hits. And Cena automatically jumps to the apron. He's like, if I'm getting jumped, I'm going to run. But then Cena's just like, you know what? I'm not going to help you. So he starts backing up.
Looking like he's leaving.
Then Ryback's like, alright, I'll do this.
I'm Ryback. I'm the Ryback.
I'm the Ryback. And he gets a little tacked. And then Cena's like, I got you, Ryback. Starts beating the Shield up with the seat, with the chair, whatever have you. So then he's left back in the ring with Ryback.
Ryback and Cena again.
And a chair. But then he puts it down. And then when Ryback's like, oh, a chair. AA! Boom!
Boom.
Got him.
It's a wrap. Crowd booing.
Curtains. Yeah, booing.
Yeah, booing.
They were just booing everybody.
Not really booing. They were booing Cena.
Well, they were booing Cena and Ryback.
No, that's true.
At the moment, that was everybody.
Nothing but boos for Cena and Ryback. Not for Mick, of course.
Never.
Yeah, so he AAs him and he walks back to the ramp and he salutes and he curtains and it's over.
Credits.
And I guess they already confirmed that they're fighting each other at Extreme Rules, so Ryback versus Cena, which I guess was what I was truly fearing. I mean, I know right after WrestleMania they showed that it was going to happen, them two.
Yeah.
I guess I don't ever want to watch Ryback.
Me neither.
But I guess there's a lot of people who say the same thing for Cena. They don't want to see Cena.
Well, they just want to see Cena as a bad guy. They don't even care anymore. I think they just want to see him as a bad guy. People don't hate Cena, really. They just hate him that he's a face.
I've always said I will always respect Cena. And most time we'll always cheer for Cena. Because there's no man working harder.
Unless he's facing The Undertaker WrestleMania. I will not cheer for John Cena.
Would you cheer for John Cena if he was facing William Regal?
Where?
Depends
what country. If it's in London, I want Regal to win.
What if it's about America?
America, I can give a crap.
Would you cheer for Cena?
I want to see a good match.
Would you cheer for Cena if he was fighting Chris Jericho when he was a good guy? Well, he is a good guy.
He is a good guy.
If he was a good guy. Not a bad guy.
I don't know. I think I'd just be marking out the whole time.
Losing your mind.
This is great.
I can't think. Who would John Cena have to fight that he had to boo Cena? Besides The Undertaker.
Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah. I forget how else.
Probably it.
Mick Foley.
Okay.
What's that?
I don't know.
Okay, what?
Were you telling me to not boo him?
Don't boo him. No. Would you boo John Cena if John Cena...
Yeah, I'm booing John Cena because John Cena can't touch Mick because he'll die. I don't want Mick to be in a wheelchair.
You don't talk about Mick that way. He's a hardcore legend.
I know he's the legend.
He can hardly walk a few steps without Bring it
Exactly, which is why I can't take an AA.
home. Alright. I'm sorry, guys. We're getting off topic here.
Extremely.
Well,
Extreme.
I don't
Extreme
know.
rules. That didn't go so well.
These were just the highlights of Raw, the good, important stuff that happened. There's a lot more stuff that happened. If you want to talk about that, hit us up on Twitter. We always try to talk back to, most of the time we will talk back to everybody. That's about it, guys. Last week, Mick Foley's DVD came out.
Phenomenal.
It's great. I have the case somewhere, I just don't have it here. But it's great. You guys should totally pick it up. It's a 2-hour-long documentary about his life, and you just get better and better. It's totally a must-buy, especially if you're a fan of the Micker.
The Micker.
The Micker.
Did you just write that?
No, no, no. Remember he was like, it was SmackDown episode, and he was all like on the floor because he just got beat up, and The Rock's like, "What happened to you?" And he's like, "Oh no, just make sure you go out there and you do one for the Micker." And The Rock's all like, "The Micker, shut up." And he walks away. This is when Rock was cool.
Sorry, I forget.
Anyway,
I forget when The Rock was cool.
that's the end of that. So guys, this is the end of this first episode of Double Axe Handles Top Rope Talk. Tweet us, hashtag TRT, if you want us to talk about anything on the show. We'll try to talk about it. That's about it, guys. Please, guys, don't forget. Go buy this album on iTunes, Hard Rock. If you love hard rock music, if you love wrestling, if you love music, purchase this. You can go to our website, 2xhandle.com. You can read the story that goes along with this. It's great stuff. We really put our heart and soul into this.
Exactly.
This guy does all the music. I wrote the lyrics and the story. It's good times. And guys, we love you. Talk to you next time. Danny, say bye.
See ya.